a lot of restaurants. It's where rich people live. A lot of foreign money, like Persians. A lot of carpet stores. Well, a lot of them are in West Hollywood, but Beverly Hills is not like where actors live, or if there are any actors live. But it's none of that. It's business people, lawyers, Persians, whatever. And there's two parts of it. There's the flats, which is the flat section, and then there are the hills, obviously. There are some wild big houses and estates. And then there's actually some, the slums of Beverly Hills was a movie about, there are some shitty, low rent apartments in Beverly Hills that people live in. It does not have the highest per square foot real estate value in LA. That was the Pacific Palisades, probably still is. Beverly Hills values get dragged down by the apartments. It's kind of Republican, Beverly Hills. It's people talk about it like it's liberal, but it's not. It's Republican. It's a lot of Persians that are Republican and people that are older. The residents are older, right? But the interesting thing about Beverly Hills is that it gets around a lot of the wacky things that LA does. Like LA will say vaccine mandate. Beverly Hills goes, nope. Mask mandate. Beverly Hills goes, nope. All of these, laws. ULA, the mansion tax, where everybody in Los Angeles, if you sell your house for more than $5 million, you have to give 4% of it to the government. And that supposedly is going to be used effectively to help homelessness. So Beverly Hills goes, no, nope. So Beverly Hills is this little enclave that, and Malibu does this too. Malibu's out by the beach, and Malibu goes, no, to a lot of this. No defunding of the cops, all that stuff. However, Beverly Hills just got a little bad news in the most LA way ever, by the way, because the judge who delivered this ruling, and so here's what the ruling is. They want Beverly Hills to have affordable housing. Now, by the way, I don't know why. And I'm dead serious here. They want Beverly Hills to have affordable housing for poor people. I couldn't think of a worse place to be poor than Beverly Hills. I'm 38. I was poor till I was 34. Not poor like, don't come at me and be like, you weren't really, did you live in Appalachia? That's not what I mean. That's not what I mean. I mean that for the 10 years I did comedy before I succeeded on any level, I didn't have a lot of money. You know what's fun when you don't have a lot of money? Living in New York City, grabbing dollar slices of pizza, smoking cigarettes with your buddies on a roof. That's what's fun. And I'm sure there's tons of other college towns and old houses. You know what's not fun place to live when you're poor? Beverly Hills. There's nothing worse than getting a $19 smoothie when you're broke in Beverly Hills. I don't know, other than if this is exclusively for maids, if that's what the affordable housing is. For like maids and people that work in Beverly Hills. But if you're just regular broke, not like you just got to America yesterday. I mean like you're just regular broke and you're not, things are like, it's not the place to be. I genuinely don't know why it's a good idea to put affordable housing in one of the richest cities in the world. Is it we're making a point? Are we making a point? Going like, hey, millionaires, your fun's over. Here they come. But are we thinking at all about the people that are down on their luck? Or maybe they're not down on their luck. And by the way, what is Beverly Hills' version of affordable housing going to be for people that make $400,000 a year? Is that what we're talking about? I don't think that's what I think we're talking about low-income housing. Low income for people that have low incomes, right? And I know that there's this thing like, well, why, because everybody talks about the idea that like people that have a lot of money should have to have low-income housing in their community. But if your entire little city that you've created is exclusively by and for rich people, it's kind of a shitty place to live if you're broke. It's actually like not that fun. So I'm not understanding the wisdom of having affordable housing in Beverly Hills. And by the way, I'm open to, I'm not like everyone now, like they'll be like, oh, you're constantly you siding with the rich people. I'm just fleshing out why this makes sense or doesn't make sense. It's the same thing I said to my jet broker, Dirk. I said, I don't understand. No, this is what they've decided. They've decided that they're going to halt construction permits in Beverly Hills. They're going to halt them until there's more affordable housing. Until there is more affordable housing. What that means is that you cannot do any permit. We're not talking about you building the big 20,000 square foot. I'm talking about a bathroom, a kitchen, the stairs, the deck, anything you might need. You cannot get a permit to do construction on the potentially dangerous situation in your house until there is more affordable housing for the poor people of Beverly Hills. Follow all the logic here. The potholes in this are large enough you can't even drive a car down the street, but fine. California and the judge who delivered this ruling, and by the way, this could also be you own an apartment building in Beverly Hills and you want to repair something that your tenants have complained about. Correct me if I'm wrong. You couldn't get a permit to do that, right?
Correct.
No permits. So to the people living in Beverly Hills in apartments that might be broke and not living in up to code or good apartments that their landlords need to fix for whatever reason, they can also not get permits until there's more affordable housing. Now, I don't know if that means like green lighting the affordable. I don't know if they need to see the ground. Are we breaking ground? I don't know what needs to happen. The judge, Curtis A. Kinn, blocked the city from issuing all building permits except for new residential development as a penalty for Beverly Hills' failure to approve a sufficient blueprint for affordable housing. Curtis A. Kinn. Now, who is this judge? Decent looking, young, Asian American male. Now, okay, like anybody who should be weighing in on local politics, he was a contestant on Big Brother. The judge, who is now presumably getting back at the producers of Big Brother by telling them they cannot renovate their kitchen island in Beverly Hills. This radical judge, because it is radical to say nobody can do anything, was a contestant on Big Brother. California is burning in exactly the way it should. It is being taken down by ex-reality stars. It is being shredded. And by the way, California, and Victor Davis Hanson talked about this recently, the only reason they can get away with the level of insanity they get away with, other than the weather, which is not even that great, everyone goes, the weather's fine. But the reason they can get away with it is because they have this $9 trillion market cap in Northern California where all the tech companies are. That's why people like Newsom and all these people are celebrities, right? Like, Gavin Newsom and Feinstein and Pelosi, they're celebrities because they're backed by all this big tech money. They never lose. And they're allowed to kind of get away with wacky stuff that people in New York couldn't get away with. Because again, all of that is the largest consolidation of wealth ever in the history of the world, and it's in Northern California. So they can get away with stuff that you just couldn't get away with if you didn't have that. So this judge, Curtis A. Kinn, can we find any of him speaking whether it's on Big Brother or not, is there any? This is a Curtis Akin. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine you cannot renovate your home because the judge who was a contestant on Big Brother
Do you want Big
is
Brother?
not allowing you?
Do you want him on Big Brother or do you want him just talk? Because we got both.
Let's see him on Big Brother. Let's see the origin story. I want to know where this guy comes from. Who is this guy?
Not that I think I'm so great, but the show is about people. We are those people. It's not about the game show anymore.
Mankind is bigger than the show.
Yeah, it's what we would do to one another. And so, even if he's wrong about what the premise fundamentally was in the beginning, there is something that we do have. It's a two-way street of negotiation, I suppose.
I mean, California really deserves. This guy, was he elected?
No, he was appointed by Jerry Brown.
He was appointed. Okay. And he's the judge here. Does he give any rationale for this ruling? Other than the fact that he's like, you know where broke people really want to live? Beverly Hills. They want to buy a $80 cheese at the cheese shop. And then, by the way, the LA Times, go up to that, because the LA Times knows what they're doing. They go, in Beverly Hills, no kitchen remodels or pool grottos as judge orders a building moratorium over lack of affordable housing. So again, it's like they're, everyone's just fixing their pool grotto and, hitting homeless people with a stick. Go, by the way, and ask who this is helping. Go to the people on fentanyl living on the street and ask them if they feel better that no one's doing a pool grotto. It's the most insane thing.
Oh, here's his logic right here.
Here's his logic. Read his logic.
The judge noted that Beverly Hills is counting on medical office buildings and car dealerships to convert to housing. So, like the Audi dealership is apparently going to potentially become an apartment. All these defunct car dealerships and Audi dealerships.
The Audi dealership's going to become an apartment for low-income people in Beverly Hills. That's the plan. We have 110,000 people on the street, many of them writhing in pain because they haven't had their fix, because they're addicted to drugs, which we just let come in and whatever. We buy them, we make them, whatever. And the response to that, with a straight face, is to convert the Audi dealership to 7 apartments. And if not, and if that doesn't happen soon, if that doesn't happen now, you cannot fix a crack in your deck. It's the stupidest idea. Can you imagine people that are broke going, I live in Beverly Hills now? Telling their friends, I live in Beverly Hills. Go, man, you turned it around. Not really. I'm in this low-income housing thing. It kind of sucks. It used to be an Audi dealership. They keep knocking on our doors and making us pee in a cup. Is that what's going to happen, by the way? Is it going to be like enforced? Like, is that the kind of the game here? Maybe. I'm all for low-income housing, by the way. I'm all for people that don't have money being able to live places. I'm not saying that it's... What I'm saying is that I don't understand the wisdom of putting them in the most expensive city and one of the most expensive cities in the country. Other than getting back at... It's not like there's a tremendous amount of resources right there for them that can be accessible. What are they going to start to do? What do they want to live near plastic surgeons? Is that important when you don't have a lot of money? Is it important that you live near plastic surgery? That's what Beverly Hills is offering. Plastic surgeons. Is that what people want? Somebody said when you force too many sardines into a sardine can, you end up with something inedible. Well, they don't really know how to oppose. The people in Beverly Hills don't know how to oppose this. They really don't know how to say, like, they need to listen to what I'm saying. Do you hear what I'm saying? Does anyone, how about that? Can anyone listen to what I know people, a lot of influential people listen to this show. This show's not the biggest show, but it is a lot of very rich, influential people that are on presidential campaigns, people like the show that have a brain in their head. That it is what it is. Now, listen to what oppose it like this. Don't call people sardines. I'm giving you the blueprint of how we can get this out of there. If you listen to me. I'm not for, I I'm around that Audi thing a lot. I'm telling you how we get rid of this the right way. Who said the sardine thing? Who's White? Why is White speaking? Said White of the Municipal League? That's who they send out to oppose this? Someone named Thomas White of the Municipal League. Literally, this is the quote. This is the quote. You have too many sardines, it turns into too many sardines in a sardine can, it becomes like inedible, said White. That's what it says in the LA Times. Said White. I'm telling you people the facts and the truth. Low-income housing, here's the other thing people are not going to want to admit. And people are going to get mad at me when I say this, and God forbid I tell a lie here, because I'm not telling a lie. Poor people really like other poor people. This is true. This is actually true. They get along. They get along. They race the cars. You see them on YouTube. They get along. And it's weird. Like, are they going to like it? I don't think they're going to like it. If you took a bunch of Daytona Beach white trash and dropped them off at the Colony Hotel in Palm Beach, they're not going to like it. Because they want burgers and tits out waitresses and stuff. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just everybody needs to do what they enjoy. I don't think low-income people want to live in Beverly Hills. My opposition to this is actually for them, not for me. I want them. I want as many low-income people in Beverly Hills as possible. When I'm in Beverly Hills, I look around and I go, you know what this place needs? And by the way, there's already enough scumbags there because it's big for tourism. So a lot of D-bags are already there. They're already there. There's a cheesecake factory. They already go. They walk down Rodeo Drive with their fam. They're already there. We don't have to house them. We don't have to let them sleep in the Audi dealership. They got to go home. We got to give low-income Californians a reasonable, rational route to a life. And it is not shoving them in a luxury car dealership in Beverly Hills. That's not the answer. So that they can do what exactly? Coffee's $18. What can they do there? Get a tit lift, a Brazilian butt lift, or get a facelift, get their neck cut open? That's all people are doing in Beverly Hills, is getting their necks stapled together and getting pills from their doctor. That's all it is. It's a town of people getting